Hello everybody, how's it going? I'm Leyla Seka, I'm the Vice President of the AppExchange here at Salesforce. And with me is the CEO of Veeva Systems, Mr. Peter Gassner.
Hey Leyla.
How you doing, Peter?
Good.
Nice to have you here.
Good.
Peter, your story is so phenomenal. Can you tell us, Peter built a great company that just IPO'd this year. We're going to get into all that. But Peter, tell me how you got started building on the Salesforce platform.
Oh gosh, I've been doing this enterprise application stuff for my whole career. That's all I do. I'm not on Facebook a lot, but I'm doing enterprise applications, which I think is kind of cool. And I started my career at IBM back in the days, mainframe days,
Right.
and DB2 and all that. And then I was at PeopleSoft for many years as client server started getting going. So, had that whole client server. And then I saw this cloud thing happening in the very early days, and I knew, gosh, that was just going to transform things. So I came to Salesforce.com, and it was a small company. I mean, it was 200 people or so, and worked on the platform here, building it at Salesforce back in the day. And so it's great to see, Salesforce where it is now. It's amazing, right?
What was the first Dreamforce like, Peter?
Well, the first Dreamforce was smaller.
I bet.
And it was like I'm looking out at the partner pavilion here, that's big. And the first Dreamforce, I think the partner pavilion was about as big as this stage. So, I think that just says, to Salesforce's credit, you guys stick with it and, you build things over the long term.
So, Peter, tell us how you got the idea for Veeva and how you came to do this. What occurred to you? What did you see?
Well, when I was at Salesforce, at the time we were building the platform and selling into different companies, different products, our SFA product, call center product, and I started noticing that there were specific industries that had sort of line of business, very specific tailored applications that they were just stuck in the client server world. They were on old stuff that was installed 10 years ago. And nobody was addressing their needs to bring them to the cloud. So you had the platforms like Salesforce.com, but they needed some very deep application functionality, and nobody was addressing that. So I saw the need there, and I founded Veeva on that idea in 2007 on this idea of industry-specific applications in the cloud.
So why did you choose to build on the Salesforce platform? I mean, other than you worked here and you started building it and all that great stuff, but you still were an entrepreneur going out, starting a new business. Why did you choose the Salesforce platform to start that business on?
Well, I think, when I said, okay, this industry-specific cloud application is a big deal, and then we picked our industry, this life sciences industry. So our customers are people like Amgen, Pfizer, Novartis, big global customers with very specific needs. They're trying to bring drugs to market. They got human safety to health and safety,
Sure.
Government regulations. And so I know, you need a robust platform to do that. You need something that will scale up. And especially at the time, going back, this was 2007, Salesforce was really the only platform as a service game in town, and certainly the most mature. And it was also, people I knew and liked. So that part of it was pretty straightforward to me. I guess the other thing was, hey, why not build your own platform, right? Because I'd done it before.
Sure.
And it's just not, it's just not such an economical thing to do, right? You always want to try to leverage. So use the Salesforce.com platform, concentrate on my functionality, get to market faster. Although building platform is fun, it's sort of, there's other things to do.
Not the easiest thing to do.
Yeah.
So so you said you chose Salesforce. How did the platform help you get moving faster? You mentioned this to me before.
I think it's, the platform, we concentrate on the functionality. Salesforce.com was concentrating and innovating around security, customization, integration APIs, moving from SOAP to REST and all these things.
Right.
So we were able to leverage that, and the whole data center, backup, recovery, privacy, all of that. And we were able to leverage that, and what it meant for us is we were able to sell to big customers faster.
And hard customers to sell to, right? Pharma customers have lots of regulations.
They have lots of regulations, especially in our applications, which are the mission critical ones for them. It's line of business important stuff. So we were able to get bigger faster with the platform.
Totally.
And that's a secret.
It's a pretty good story. It's a pretty good story. So Peter, you guys went public this year. I mean, big deal. What does that feel like?
What does that feel like?
What is that feel like?
you gotta remember, we started only 7 years ago.
I know.
Right? And so and then you work at it day after day. You know, I tell people we've been working at this 20,000 hours. So it takes a lot of consistency. And then, lo and behold, 3 weeks ago, we were going public, New York Stock Exchange. We're the largest cloud software company to go public so far this year, as measured by revenue, profitable. So for us, it's been a real thrill for the employees and for our customers, because our customers, our early customers, they really invest in us, and we want them to be successful, and they appreciate the success of Veeva because that helps them be successful. So it's been tremendous.
What did it feel like to ring the bell?
Ringing the bell, actually, I'll answer that very honestly, it felt fantastic.
I bet.
Because it was something also that's not that hard. You know you can get it right, just so everybody knows. There are 3 buttons up there, and all you have to do is press the right one.
That's not bad, so
it was good. And we had our first 10 employees there.
Oh, that's
our
awesome.
Very first 10 employees from all areas of the company, from development to sales to marketing to strategy, all there.
How fun. How fun.
It was good to be there with friends.
I bet. That's awesome, Peter. Okay, so, but you tell me a little bit, before you IPO'd, you've been a pretty capital efficient company, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell us a bit about your funding and how you started and how you got going?
So we raised a total of $7 million through the lifetime of the company, and we're actually profitable after the 3rd year. So that's a little unusual in the cloud software, right, to do that. And frankly, when we talk about our story, people, that's interesting to them. Okay,
Yeah.
How can you build a cloud company so capital efficient and still have high growth?
Right.
And part of the secret of that is we're selling into a specific industry.
Right.
So we focus on our customers. We know exactly what they need in life sciences. They have very specific needs, and we know that. And then when we go to market, we're also very targeted in how we do that. We know exactly who our customers are, and so we can be capital efficient. And then also leveraging the Salesforce.com platform, there was a lot of infrastructure investments that we didn't have to do.
That's cool. Yeah.
So
totally.
And it all worked out, and lots of hard work.
Oh no! Everyone knows you work hard, Peter. No one's doubting that. Okay, Peter, tell me, so there are a lot of people out there that have good ideas and they want to get going. How does one start to think, I'm going to go out and start how do you even begin to do this? Give the folks some advice. How do they think about getting started and building like what you did? You're the mark.
Yeah, I think if it's what you want to do as a person, I think starting a company's not for everybody,
Right.
But if it's what you want to do, my main advice is look for customer dissatisfaction. If you're selling into an enterprise customer, if you're selling into consumer, that's something else.
Right.
But if you're selling into enterprise customer, I think you should look for a dissatisfied customer, because then that's your opportunity to make them happier. So look for a dissatisfied customer and then assess the market. Is the market big enough to do what you want to do, or is it too big to do what you want to do? Is it like the Goldilocks thing and it's just right?
That's right, just right, yeah.
So look at the size of the market, dissatisfied customers, and then look to leverage. Could be a partner, it could be somebody who can do marketing for you, it could be an early customer where you have a relationship. Look to leverage so that you can build your business rather than trying to do everything yourselves. And that's what we look for at Salesforce.com too, to leverage that and move forward.
And you've often, you and I have talked before about your relationships with VCs and how you chose them. Will you explain to people, how do you choose how do you do that VC thing? I love how you explain this. I just think it's so important for people to think about.
It's stressful starting a company,
Yeah.
right? And you're putting your heart into it. Otherwise, frankly, you're not going to make it, right? So you're putting your heart in it. And the VCs and your board, those are kind of like they're your advisors and your boss. First of all, it's got to be people you get along with. You share common values, and that they can add value to you. So that's a key I look for. We found Emergence Capital Partners because they focus on software as a service. They're not confused by anything else, and that they share my sort of common set of values of customer focus, and also they're innovative. And we were trying to really innovate. Let me tell you, when I said in 2007, hey, we'll build an industry cloud around life sciences, most people said, well, that's not something that I understand. But Emergence would say, that could be interesting. And that's the kind of attitude, you need that enthusiasm from your investors.
Absolutely. Peter, I mean, you're my favorite story in the whole world. I've been working on the AppExchange for 6 years, and I remember I was like, I have a dream, one day someone's going to IPO, and you did it, and so elegantly and so awesome. I love Veeva. It's one of my favorite companies in the whole world. I couldn't be more impressed or proud of you guys. You really have taken the bull by the horns and really just taken on the market. It's amazing. We are unbelievably grateful to you, Peter. You are absolutely amazing. So keep spreading the gospel. Keep helping everyone understand how to do this, because it's important. I don't think we have any time for questions, sadly. I think we're out. I love talking to Peter, so I monopolized the whole conversation. I'm sorry. Peter, we can't thank you enough. You're absolutely amazing. We're so proud of you and Veeva. Keep it up.
All right.
Well, go for the next vertical. Go for the next vertical.
All right, we'll keep it going.
I look forward to it. Thanks a lot, Peter.
Thanks very much.
Take care.
Yeah, bye.